This just in, behind me is the brand new 2021 Polaris General XP1000 factory custom. What does that mean to be a factory custom? Well, let me give you a full walk around of this machine, tell you all the specs, and at the end of this video you'll find out exactly what it has and how much it costs. So what is a Polaris General? Well, it's a mix between a high performance side-by-side like a Razor and a utility side-by-side like the Polaris Ranger. It's kind of both in one. But I think it's one of the most maybe attractive and capable machines that they make. So why is this? Well, this is a two-seater model and it's a factory custom, which means it's an XP1000 with about 100 horsepower engine. But it has all of the suspension system and also a lot of accessories already from the factory. Some of these accessories include these new Pro Armor wheels, functional bead locks, and also these 30-inch tall, very aggressive tires. And one interesting part, you'll notice the front tire, look at the tread right here, and then glance over at the rear. They have different tread patterns, slightly different widths. It's really interesting. It's all meant for performance. So let's look underneath here just for a little bit longer. Here you can see these front suspension is clearanced, and you have about 13.5 inches of suspension, or 13.5 inches of ground clearance, and you can see it goes all the way here. You have little kind of shields right here and Walker Evans Racing adjustable shocks. They have piggyback reservoirs. You can see how the coil is kind of progressive, and also on top here you cannot see, but there is a hard and soft settings, up to 18 different settings as far as adjustability on the shocks. And we'll be taking this one out and also the Polaris Ranger Northstar Ultimate Edition out on the trails on TFL Off-Road, so stay tuned for that. We're going to test these suspensions thoroughly. The other part of this custom is actually the light bar, this Pro Armor light bar, and also part of the package is this winch. So it's very functional. So you can see kind of the suspension, the tires, and some of the visibility features are all here. So here's the utility end of this machine. You can see a small dump bed. This bed is a little bit smaller than on the Ranger, but still can carry about 600 pounds maximum. Here you can see, like I said, a 100 horsepower engine right here, and of course belt-driven CVT transmission. Up here is your air box, your air cleaner. You can kind of see on the side. This one has had some use already. It's been on some other trails, so there's a couple of little nicks on this, but that's the good part of it. Now in the back, you can kind of see the adjustability a little bit better. This is the Walker Evans suspension once again. Giant piggyback, and you can select several different clicks. You can kind of hear it clicking when you're going and adjusting side to side. And I've tested similar suspension on the Pro XP. Works really well for adjustability. Back here, you have a little tailgate, very useful. Total payload on this machine is about 1,030 pounds. It depends on which machine you get. You can see you have tie downs, so you can actually use this as a utility vehicle. Tie down certain things, maybe bring extra gear. They also have rack systems, so you can load up several levels of your gear for different purposes, maybe for hunting or working on the ranch. So that's all good. This also has a hitch. You won't find this on a Razor, so you can kind of do a lot of different projects. This is a hitch. It says it's rated up to 2,000 pounds. Yep, that's pretty decent. Once again, clearanced suspension components here, so you got some extra ground clearance on the back. Of course, your muffler is sitting out here. It's not really a turbocharged high performance engine, but it should have plenty of power to get going really fast. Now jump in the passenger seat. I want to show you the inside. Alright, so getting into this machine, first of all, traditional regular door, so it kind of feels like a little car, not a suicide style door. Another part of the factory custom is the new seats. You can kind of tell it's kind of nice and soft material, offers a lot of support. It has, of course, color matched this piping on the seat, nice material. Here you have a center console right there, so it feels very automotive. Your cup holders, your transmission shifter. Of course, it has kind of low gearing and high gearing here. And up here, let me jump in and start it and show you some of the ride command features. Oh, and by the way, if you look above me, Rockford Fosgate with up to 4 speakers and also a subwoofer in here. So this is truly a fully optioned machine. Alright, so I want to show you this system. It's pretty cool. It's a touch screen and you have a lot of different options. Obviously a map feature. Also you can link other people in your group because you do have that vehicle to vehicle communication, so you can know where your buddies are when you are off-roading together. Of course you can link your device, listen to your music. Right here I don't have that linked at this moment. And then of course you have other settings and gauges, also cameras. As you can see, rear camera, front camera. It's basically like a modern car or truck. Let me see, let me go back. And then also you have plenty of different gauges, your elevation, your vital signs, your voltage for the battery, engine temps, speed, etc. Of course this has, you know, turf mode, 1-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and 4-wheel drive. So all of that is available to you. And yeah, and of course you have these gadgets too in front of you. So traditional tach, traditional speed, so, you know, gear selector indication here. Let me get this going a little bit further. So this, you know, this is kind of what we're used to. The ride command system is a really nice addition to what we're used to here in these machines. So when you consider all of this, this is kind of the highest performance general you can get. It's kind of near the top of its line. Yes, they also have a 4-seater or an extended length version of it. Of course, that's a little bit more pricey, but this one is just under 26 grand overall, and this factory custom is around $1,000, a little bit more than that, as far as a package you can put on top of a regular XP 1000 general. So you're getting all the custom touches like the seats, the steering wheel, that's also wrapped in this material. The winch, the light bar, the bumper, you know, the beadlock, wheels as a package, all for that money. And as always, go back to TFLoffroad.com. We'll have a lot more with this machine, also the Polaris Northstar Ultimate, all together right there.